nga pala si Regino na yung bayan na ito.
Ito ang magiging rin nyo ngayong araw.
Magsitayo ang lahat. Inibini, maaari ka bang pumunta sa harap at pagkakanak ko ng dasal?
Let us pray that the Father and the Son of the Spirit, our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but us from evil.
Bago magsiupo ang lahat, pwede bang pakilahin sa mga upuan at tulungin ang mga upuan at kita yung tingnan ng mga upuan. Mali na kayo magsiupo.
Grabe ba sa akin ang ating layunin?
Explain the importance of new literacies and multi-literacies, functional literacies in learning. Show appreciation for functional literacy and multi-literacies through participation in discussions. Create a group activity using the discussed topic.
Okay, maraming salamat. Ngayon, naman po natin ang ating layunin sa araw ito.
Bago tayo matapos sa aming pagmanatala, kaya meron ang mga dito na aktividades na kung saan makakatito ang klase sa pagkakulat, pagmamatusa, pagkatalawa at pagkatalawa sa iba. Malibag po ano nito ang bawat ugat? Nakikita ka ka? Magaling bigyan ng tatlong bagsak ang unang parunang pangkat. Yung mas mabilis, pangalawang pangkat.
Ang aming nagugong salita ko ay ang functional literacy na kung saan ay stresses that acquisition of appropriate, verbal, cognitive, or complementational skills to accomplish practical results in a specific settings, job as survival literacy, and reductionist theory.
Magaling bigyan ng tatlong bagsak ang mapuong pangkat. Ngayon, nadako tayo sa pangatlong pangkat.
Ang tago namin salita ay multi-literacy.
Today, the internet and other forms of information and communication are writing and communication. Madaling bigyan ng tatlong bagsak ang pangatlong pangkat. Okay, class, batid po may alam na kayo kung ano ang paksa katalakayin natin ngayong araw. Dito ako, ano
Ma'am, para sa akin na pagsakain na talakayin sa hapon na ito tungkol sa new literacy, functional literacy, and multi-literacy.
tama. Bakit bigyan ng tatlong bagsak si Ginoo? Ngayon, ang ating paksa katalakayin ay tungkol sa new literacy, functional literacy, and multi-literacy. Yes, ito.
Okay, class, na mga kulit? Kaya meron tayo, sunod na. Yan, tapos saan? Tayo lang nakakatapan nyo.
Based on our opinion, provide words that describe
Maraming salamat. Bigyan ng tatong bagsak si Bilibili. Kaya naman ang sunod na pangkat-dalawa.
Words that describe literacy are learning, analysis, problem-solving, social awareness, and critical thinking. These are the words that reflect the evolving concept of literacy, including traditional, digital, and functional literacy in today's world.
Magaling pangkat-dalawa. Bigyan natin ng tatong bagsak. Pangkat-dalawa.
Now let's talk about new literacy. Concept exploration. Students are taught to read and write with fluency, speed and comprehensions of the message of the writer, and interpretations of the content of materials. The United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, assert that a person who is literate can comprehend and write simple, short sentences related to his daily life. New literacies between in 1950 and 1970. The developments of literacy, both operational and functional, was established. During this period, literacy was defined as a reading and writing skill necessitated for activities in modern society. Jones 2000. Beyond the 90s, literacy has started to diversify in the light of technological developments, change of living condition in cities, and the new necessities. Hereafter, literacy then become a multifaceted. At first, literacy was used in various types, such as computer literacy, technology literacy, internet literacy, and media literacy, respectively, all tuned in 2005. Later on, it became a lifestyle along with person's entire life in society that encompasses information literacy, cultural literacy, and universal literacy. Truly, literacy has changed and developed through a multitude of phases with a specific period based on societal needs. Along this line, literacy is not confined only to knowing how to read and write, rather, it is a matter of applying knowledge for specific purposes in particular contexts. It is include a socially driven and involve a pattern of activities such as writing, correspondence, records, keeping and inventories, posting, announcement, reporting, and etc. As such, Lightyear and Novel in 2006 offered that literacy intended to generate and communicate meanings through the mediums of encoded text with context in various. Over the Primary English Teaching Association in Australia 2015 asserted that 21% of literacy has expanded to include social change, increasing field expertise, and digital technologies. To be literate requires comprehension, selection, and use of multimodal codes and conventions to interpret and express idea, feelings, and information. Subject-specific literacy are recognized to require the applications of the specialized knowledge and skill, information skills, and the creative and imaginative language. Sa madaling salita, ang pagiging literate ay hindi lamang tungkol sa pagbabasa at pagsulat, kundi pati na rin sa pag-unawa at paggamit ng mga impormasyon ng critical at epektibo. Multiliteracies and now commonly referred to as new literacies. These broad skills include visual literacy, information literacy, cultural literacy, and digital literacy dynamics. These now literacies are fused with traditional friend literacies to create opportunities and enable students to understand and use new type while exploring knowledge and information with a wide range of technological tools, such as blogging, fanfic writing, and magic producing, and photoshopping, anime, music, video, AMV, podcasting, and gaming, running a paper-based zine, reading literacy, novels, and wordless pictures, book, novels, and comics, and reading. Madaling salita, ang new literacy o bagong karunungan ay hindi lamang tungkol sa paggamit ng mga bagong teknolohiya, kundi na rin pati sa pagbabago ng ating pag-iisip at pag-unawa sa mundo. Ang mga tradisyonal na kasanayan sa pagbabasa at pagsulat ay mahalaga pa rin, ngunit kailangan natin ng mga bagong kasanayan upang maunawaan ng mga komplikadong impormasyon at ideya na nakapaligid sa atin. Halimbawa dito, ang paggawa ng memes, fanfiction o anime, music, video ay maaaring makubukhang simpleng libangan, ngunit hindi sa katunayan ito ay nagpapakita ng malalim na pag-unawa, kultura, wika at teknolohiya. And there are 7 new literacy that stress in the 21st century curriculum. Number 1, multicultural literacy is about understanding ethnic groups that comprise the population and focuses on the complex issues of identity, diversity, and citizenship. Number 2, social literacy is the development of social skills, knowledge, and positive values in human beings to act positively and responsibly in sophisticated complex social settings. Number 3, media literacy is the ability to access, analyze, evaluate, and create media. Number 4, financial literacy is the ability to make informed judgment and make effective of decisions regarding the use of management of money. Number 5, digital literacy is the ability to effectively use digital devices for purposes of communication, expression, collaboration, and advocacy in knowledge-based society. Number 6, ecological system is the understanding the principles of ecosystem towards sustainability. And the last number 7 is creative literacy is the ability to make original ideas that have value and the ability to use the words in a new ways. Ibig sabihin, ipinapakita nito na ang edukasyon ay hindi lamang sa nakatuon sa tradisyonal na pagbabasa at pagsulat, kundi pati na rin sa mga pag-unawa at paggamit ng mga bagong teknolohiya, pagpapahalaga sa pagkakaiba-iba at paglinang ng mga kasanayan sa pakikipagkapwa at pagkamalikhain. Global economics, new technologies, and exponential growth in information are transforming our society. Since today, people engage with a technology-driven, diverse, and quickly changing worlds, teachers need to prepare students for this work with problem-solving, collaboration, and analysis as well skills and word processing, hypertext LCD, webcam, podcast, smart boards, and social networking software that are central to individual and community success. Sa madaling salita, ang kasanayan sa paglutas ng problema, pakikipagtulungan at pag-aanalisa kasama ang pagiging bihasa sa iba't ibang teknolohiya ay mahalaga para sa tagumpay ng mga individual at komunidad. And they have new 7 National Council of Teachers in 2003. Number 1, as a new technologies shape literacies, they bring opportunity for teachers to foster reading and writing in more diverse in participatory contexts. Number 2, site like Literature's Voice of of the Chantel online fanfiction and the Internet Public Library expand both the reach of available text and the social dimensions of literacy. Number 3. The research on electronic reading workshops show that they contribute to the new emergence of new literacy. Number 4. Research also shows that digital technology enhances writing interaction in several ways. Number 5. K-12 students who write and with computer produce compositions of the greater length and higher quality are more engaged with motivated towards writing than those who do not write with computers. Number 6. College students who keep e-portfolios have a higher rates of academic achievements and overall retention rate than those who do not keep e-portfolio. They have also demonstrated a greater capacity for meta-connection and reflection and audience awareness. And the last number is number 7. Both typically and atypically, students who receive an online response to writing revise their works better than those participating in traditional method. Sa madaling salita, ang pag-aaral na ito ay isang malakas na argumento para sa pagsama-sama ng mga teknolohiya sa edukasyon, hindi lamang bilang isang tool, kundi bilang isang paraan para mapahusay ang pag-aaral at maghanda ng mga estudyante para sa isang hinaharap na pinaguunahan na teknolohiya. Ang pagbibigay diin sa pagsasanay ng mga guro at pagpapaunlad ng digital literacy ay susi sa paggamit nito.
Good day everyone, I'm Teacher Aiza A. Sayari and I'm excited today to share an important topic with you, the functional literacies. In our ever-evolving world, literacy goes beyond just reading and writing. It is about applying knowledge and skills in real-life situations. In this discussion, we will explore how functional literacies empowers individuals to think critically, communicate effectively, and navigate daily challenges with confidence. So, I encourage you to engage, participate, and reflect on how literacy shaped in our lives. Literacy, the term functional literacy was initially defined by UNESCO through William S. Gray in his teaching of reading and writing in 1956 as adult training to meet independently the reading and writing demands placed on them. It stressed the acquisition of appropriate verbal, cognitive, and computational skills to accomplish practical results in specific cultural settings such as survival literacy and ridiculous literacy. Over the decades, as societies have evolved into technical innovation, the definition of functional literacies has been modified and meet the challenging demands by concise Oxford Composition to the English language in 1998. Referring the functional literacy, UNESCO state the following. First is literacy program should be integrated to and curriculum in economics and social development plans. For the number 2, the eradication of literacy should begin with population sectors which are highly motivated and need literacy for their own and their country's benefit. For number 3, literacy programs should be linked with economic priorities and carried out in areas undergoing rapid economic expansions. And for number 4, literacy programs must impart not only reading and writing but also professional and technical knowledge, leading to greater participation of adults in economic and civic life. For number 5, literacy must be an integral part of the overall education educational system and plan of each country. For number 6, the financial needs for functional literacy should be met with various resources as well as be provided for economic investment. For the number 7, the literacy program should aid in achieving main economic objectives. An increase in labor productivity, food production, industrialization, social and professional mobility, creation of new manpower, and diversification of the economy. Okay class, sa madaling salita, ang functional literacy ay hindi lamang isang hiwalay na layunin, kundi isang mahalagang bahagi ng pangkalahatang plano ng isang bansa upang mapabuti ang kalidad ng buhay ng mamamayan at mapaunlad ang ekonomiya. Now, let's proceed in functional literacy level, comprise both technical and functional skills, encompasses social citizenship and economic growth. Kapar 1998 said the functional literate person goes beyond basic literacy, maintain literacy activities throughout life for adaptation and ongoing process. UNESCO definition, Di Castel 1971, Gaxen, Goldus, and Kachibisi 2000, and Sabas 2006, ability to participate in personal, social, political, and cultural activities using literacy skills. Hatch 2010, American Heritage College Dictionary, AHCD, functional means building capacity. Literacy refers to reading and writing skills. Functional literacy is the ability, proficiency, read and write for daily life. Knaplatch and Banron 1993 cite in Job School 2002 discussing basic and functional literacy. Functional literacy include performing with text and mathematics. Education for All Global Monitoring Report, UNESCO 2008, functional literacy involves significant reading and writing activities, include using information, communication, and lifelong learning, essential for participation in national development and personal growth. National Statistic Authority defines functional literacy as reading and writing numeracy skills, helps individuals cope with daily life demands. Ang pagbigay ng edukasyon sa pagbasa, pagsulat at numeracy ay mas magiging epektibo kung ito ay may praktikal na aplikasyon sa pang-araw-araw na buhay ng mga individual. Halimbawa, kung ang isang komunidad ay nakatuon sa agrikultura, ang literacy program ay dapat magturo ng pagbasa at pagsulat ng may kaugnayan sa tamang paggamit ng abuno, pagbasa ng mga label ng produkto at pag-unawa sa simpleng accounting para sa agribusiness. Kapag isinama ang functional literacy sa pagkabuang plano ng isang bansa para sa pag-unlad, mas nagiging akipakinabang ito dahil natutugunan nito ang tunay na pangailangan ng mga mamamayan. Halimbawa, sa mga bansang may mabilis na industrialisasyon, kailangang may mga programa na nagtuturo ng teknikal na kasanayan at kaalaman upang mapunan ang pangailangan ng mga manggagawa. Okay class, upang mas maunawaan natin ang functional literacy, ito ay ang kakayahang gamitin ang pagbasa, pagsulat, pakikinig, pasasalita, at numeracy sa pang-araw-araw na buhay. Mahalaga ito sa trabaho, komunikasyon at pagharap sa mga hamon ng lipunan. Hindi lang ito natatapos sa pagkatuto, kundi patuloy na ginagamit upang maging.
Hello, my name is Rahia Hanapi. I am from BSED Filipino 3A. And now we are going to tackle about the multiliterate learner and new literacies, adapting education for the digital age. The multiliterate learner and new literacies. The rise of the internet and other information and communication technologies, or the ICTs, is transforming reading, writing, and communication. These changes require new literacy skills that must be integrated into education to prepare students for global participation. Students need teachers who use ICTs effectively, peers who share knowledge responsibly, and a curriculum that supports collaboration and critical thinking. According to Coiro et al., 2008, new literacies have 4 characteristics, and these are: the first one is that they require new skills, strategies, and social practices. Second, They are essential for civic, economic, and personal participation. The third one is they evolve rapidly with changing technology. 4, and the last one, they are multimodal and complex, requiring multiple approaches to teaching. As literacy instruction adapts, educators must embrace ICTs, recognizing their role in shaping how students read, write, and communicate. The digital age demands continuous learning, as today's new literacies will be replaced by even never once in the future. Liu et al. 2004. This shift impacts teaching methods, assessments, and professional development, requiring ongoing adaptation in education. Let's now tackle about the second topic, which is the multiliteracies in educational reform. In the 21st century, education must equip students with relevant and in-demand skills for technology-driven society. These 21st century skills go beyond traditional learning and focus on critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and digital literacy. Schools integrate these skills through cross-disciplinary approaches like project-based and performance-based learning, where students engage in research, technology creation, teamwork, and problem solving. Assessment for multiliteracy shifts from rote memorization to real-world application. Students demonstrate their learning through multimedia projects like websites, films, and public services announcements, making their work meaningful and impactful. This approach not only enhances their digital and media literacy but also prepares them to be responsible, contributing citizens. Ultimately, students achieve deeper learning, leading to improved academic performance and standardized scores. And now, let's tackle about the next topic, which is preparing teachers for multiliteracies. Multiliteracies refers to diverse and multimodal ways of communication, integrating technology and multimedia in education. Teaching multiliteracies enhances classroom pedagogy, helping students develop sustainable literacy skills in rapidly changing globalized world. To bridge the gap between multiliteracies and classroom instruction, teachers must be trained to integrate technology into their teaching. 4 key components of multiliteracies instruction, Newman 2002 in BISWAS 2014. The first one is the situated practice. This encourages meaningful learning by connecting to students' prior knowledge. The second one is overt instruction, guides students in systematically using tools and techniques. The third one is the critical framing, helps students analyze and question different perspectives. The fourth one is the transform action. This encourages real-life application of lessons learned. The effective teaching strategies for multiliteracies. These integrate technology into lessons and discussions. Teach students to evaluate online information critically. Use diverse media formats like podcasts, wikis, websites. These promote collaboration through digital tools and online spaces. Provide explicit instruction on digital ethics, such as avoiding plagiarism, support from schools and policymakers. So these are provide professional development and up-to-date technology for teachers, ensure equal student access to digital tools, reduce the student-to-computer ratio, then protect online learners' privacy. Include technology training in teacher preparation, and that will be all about the multiliteracies.
Batid ko may naunawaan na kayo ng iya sa ating kalagayan. Ngayon ay may ako dalawang katanungan dito kung saan tatawag lamang po ng dalawang estudyante para sagutin ito. Para sa katanungan isa bilang isa, binibing na sila para bang tumayo at sagutin dito.
What is the difference between functional literacy and multi-literacy? So my answer there is, I wrote it in a piece of paper. It refers to the basic skills needed to read, write, and use math in everyday life. It's about being able to function effectively in society, such as filling out forms, understanding basic instructions, and managing finances.
Very good, tama. Bigyan nga ng siyang dalawang palamba. Para sa pangalawang katanungan, binibining musim, hari ka bang tumayo at sagutin po?
Number 2, how do multi-literacies prepare individual to navigate the challenges of a digital and globalized world? It's all about emphasize that the broader range of skills and abilities needed to navigate a complex digital and globalized world.
Tama. Bigyan nga natin siya ng barangay class.
Ngunit bago din simula ng ating gawain, basahin muna natin ang ating panuto. Hindi na maaaring bumasa. Sige, binibigyan maaaring basahin.
Using a Venn diagram, compare and contrast the three types of literacy, new literacies, functional literacy, and multi-literacies.
Naunawaan ba ang ating panuto? Oo! Maaari na tayo magsimulan. Maingay na.
communications technologies as part of their daily life. The 60% use the internet as an integral part of their job. Then photo visual literacy helps the reader to understand messages visually. People with photo visual literacy have good visual memory. For social emotional literacy knows how to avoid traps as well as benefits of digital communication. For info literacy, we have these heavy steps listed to know how to identify effectively information digitally and avoid fake news. Reproduction literacy, digital reproduction literacy is the ability to create meaningful, authentic, and integrating existing independent pieces of information. And lastly, we have branching literacy, in which scholars move from digital data, searches in traditional digital libraries and databases to knowledge construction from information that was accessed in a non-linear manner. So that's all.
Magkaibigan ng tatlong bagsakan ng pagkat. Yung malakas na. Pangalawang pagkat, narin yung nagkikita
Ngayon naman ay suriin natin ang inyong mga kaisipan sumay na nagpunan ba kayo sa ating inalakay. Pero bago ang lahat, pag-ibasa ng sabay-sabay ang ating panunod.
Read this straight and carefully, right through if the statement is correct, and false if it is incorrect.
Ngayon, ayos ko po nagkukuha kayo ng isang kalahating papel at mayroon lamang kayo ng 2 minuto para sa video. At ngayon ay magkakaroon muna tayo ng kasunduan, pero bago ang lahat, pag-ibasa ang kayo ito.
Write your direction. Write your own reflection on the topics discussed. New literacy, functional literacy, and multi-literacy.
Isulat lamang ito sa inyong malinis na kwaderno at ipapasa sa susunod natin pagkikita.